She's going to come up and read a book to you guys, and she's going to talk about why she wanted to donate books to you lovely children who are sitting crisscross applesauce.
As your teacher said, I came here in February for the African American read-in, and I was really, really impressed with what you guys have going on here. I saw the morning announcements, and I got to walk around and actually read to a class, and I was like, this school is doing some wonderful things, and I saw a lot of smart little boys and girls walking around. So I thought to myself, you guys like to read, right? Yes. Raise your hand if you like to read. That's everybody. Do any of you read every day?
Yes.
Okay, so I thought to myself that I wanted to try to get more books for you guys here, okay? And one important thing that I wanted to do with these books was to get books that you could really, really identify with, books where the characters, if you look over here, a lot of them may look like you or people that you know. You think so?
No.
You don't think they kind of look like you?
No.
Do they have features like you?
No.
One looks like your cousin? Okay. So you can identify with these people, right? I have pictures with books with little girls with braids in their hair and different things. I see you all with braids in your hairs and little boys with jackets and caps on that look like you. And I said, they might really like that. So what I did, I have an organization called Clever Speaks, and I asked different people if they would donate money so that you guys could have books. And guess what? They did. They donated so much money that in less than 3 weeks, we got over $1,000. Sweet, right? Okay. And it was for you guys, okay? So these people don't even know you, but they wanted you guys to have good books to read, okay? Books that you would really, really be interested in. Who can tell me, somebody tell me what your favorite book is? Hop and Pot? Hop on Pop. Okay, I think I've heard of that. What about you?
Jimmy Jones and a Sleepover.
Okay, I've heard of those. You?
Batman.
Batman. Okay. All right, well, we'll be able to talk about some of our other favorite books later. I'm hoping that after you guys get to check out these selections over here, some of these will become your favorites because like you were told, we have a lot of series and chapter books. Who's reading chapter books now? Everybody. Okay, y'all are like, duh, we're reading chapter books? Okay, good. All right, well, I got this book to read for you called Amazing Grace. It's not a chapter book, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. So it's going to read pretty quickly. Have any of you ever read it before? Some of you have. So it's an inspiring story, okay? I like it, and I hope you guys will like it. And for those who have heard it already, maybe it'll be a little different when I read it to you, okay?
Yeah.
All right, here we go now. Amazing Grace. Grace was a girl who loved stories. She didn't mind if they were read to her or told to her or made up in her own head. She didn't care if they were in books or movies or out of Nana's long memory. Grace just loved stories. After she had heard them, and sometimes while they were still going on, Grace would act them out, and she always gave herself the most exciting part. How many of you like to act stories out in your head? Yeah, I still do that. It's really fun. Grace went into battle as Joan of Arc and wove a wicked web as Ananiza the spider. Did she look like a spider?
No. Some say yes, some say no.
Okay. Opinion, right? That's opinion. She hid inside the wooden horse at the gates of Troy. She went exploring for lost kingdoms. She sailed the 7 seas with a peg leg and a parrot. Wow, a peg leg. Okay, Grace. She was Hiawatha, sitting by the shining Big Sea water, and Magwali in the backyard jungle. Most of all, Grace loved to act out adventure stories and fairy tales. When there was no one else around, Grace played all the parts herself. She set out to seek her fortune with no companion but her trusty cat and found a city with streets paved in gold. Or she was Aladdin, rubbing his magic lamp to make the genie appear. Sometimes she could get Ma and Nana to join in when they weren't too busy. Then she was Dr. Grace, and their lives were in her hands. One day, Grace's teacher said they would do the play Peter Pan. Grace knew who she wanted to be. When she raised her hand, Raj said, "You can't be Peter. That's a boy's name." But Grace kept be Peter Pan, whispered Natalie. He isn't black. But Grace kept her hand up.